Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. On with the charts. Let's take a look at the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just a reminder, once again, that we have long-term support at 165.40 to 166.82. This area we settled above in May set off a long-term buy signal that I still anticipate should yield the 230.62 rising 3-year channel top by this point next year or sooner. That is the big picture. On the way up, we have a 1 to 2 month target above the mid 160s in the upper 180s that was recently narrowed to within 2 to 3 weeks when we closed above this descending 1/3 speed line last Thursday. We gapped above it, closed above it. Friday, we opened back below it, probably shook out some longs, only to close back above it. My system is settlement based, so we're closing on a day-to-day basis above 174.03 maintains a 2 to 3 week objective at 186.14. We're about a third, maybe 40% of the way there right now, following that buy signal above 174.03. But once again, it was a couple of weeks ago when we were testing the mid 160s that I mentioned, sorry about that I had mentioned the upper 180s anyway as a 1 to 2 month target. And now that's narrowed to 2 to 3 weeks, holding above 174.03. So I don't see it today, but if over the next few days the market gives you the opportunity to buy that 174.03 speed line, you might take it in anticipation then of the 186.14 channel top over the following 2 to 3 weeks. That is the play. Now, on the way up, we may well test this today. In fact, I think we probably will. 180.59. This was considered a 3 to 5 day objective following that buy signal Thursday of last week above 174.03. 180.59 can contain session strength. Now, on the way down, just below present price levels, I do have 177.32. This is a solid intraday support level for aggressive day traders or any day trader. If you are a day trader looking for the trade of the day, I do think it's buying 177.32 and selling 180.59. Just know that if you sell 180.59, if you sell it short, I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I do have a problem with not covering that short position if we close today above 180.59. Then I think we're just 3 to 5 more days away from reaching this 186.14 formation. Now, right now, I've got this as a wide zone. I'm going to open this up here probably starting tomorrow, Wednesday, because, there is more to trade here inside this 183.09 to 186.14 region. We just bunch it up, as we're so far away from it as we were a couple of weeks ago. So closing above 180.59 does indicate 183.01 probably tomorrow. And that is the beginning of this zone up to 186.14 that can absorb buying not only for the week itself, but really through November into December, and we can fall off again. I'll take you back to the weekly chart to just show that we could top out at 186.66 and fall all the way back into the mid 160s again within a month or two. We could continue to fill this wedge out through the rest of the year. But of the two, it is the mid 160s that are by far the more significant support as opposed to 186.66 resistance. And I do think it's a matter of time before we close above 186.66. And if we do, no good reason to be short Apple if your time horizon is 3 to 5 months out. And if we do, you may reach for 230 or 240 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least 6 months. You may be long these calls already following the testing of long-term support several times over the last month and a half in the mid 160s. So that pretty much covers the upside. Let's talk downside today. I'll take us back to this chart. 177.32 able to contain intraday weakness. If we break 177.32, might we test 174.03? I mean, it's possible, but I think the likelier outcome is that if we close today below 177.32, then that sets up a 174.03 target for tomorrow. And that would be a bit counter trend. So, while I would anticipate the possibility of 174.03 tomorrow, it is by a degree. So closing below 177.32, I think you can prepare for 174.03 tomorrow, where we could bottom out for the week itself, and above which anticipating 186.14 over the next 2 to 3 weeks, more like 1 to 2 weeks now. And as I said a moment ago, if we close today above 180.59, potentially by Friday's close. So let's talk about the possibility of closing back below 174.03, which I don't see happening today. But if we did close back below 174.03, we're just a day away then from testing 171.37. And really, I do think that if we close back below 174.03, we're likely within 2 weeks, a week or two at the most, to fall back into this mid 160s long-term support, where we could bottom out through the rest of the year, possibly through all of next year. I'll just go with the possibility, and I don't see it happening. But if we did close below 165.40 at the end of the week by a 1% margin of 163.75 or lower, that does set up a long-term sell signal. And all those out-of-the-money calls you may have purchased should be liquidated, and you should then reach, in my opinion, for the 130s, 135 out-of-the-money puts that don't expire for at least 6 months, because I would give this move about 3 to 5 months to play out. Now, there is also, and I've been mentioning this rising two-thirds speed line. I don't even know why I'm spending the time doing it, but it is rising on a daily basis, and end of the week it'll be 163.75 anyway. So by the end of the week, this speed line actually becomes part of this range of support, and I'll be talking more in that sense, certainly over the next couple of weeks as it converges entirely. This will be a significant downward pivot point into next year, but we're not even close. We're not, the momentum is not in that direction. And the directional momentum is bullish above 174.03. I'm not finding my words today for whatever reason. And secondarily so, if we settle tomorrow, today rather, above 180.59. I'm going to leave it at that. I think I've said all there is to say for Tuesday's Apple report. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. You have a great day.